Hey guys, Bluebridge here. I'm doing a quick preview of our match against Everton, and unfortunately, I don't hold out too much hope for this game. I'll explain the reasons why. So let's get into it. So another difficult game on Sunday. Another ground where we don't get anything from. We've played in 3 teams in a row now, away teams, and we historically don't really do well in at those grounds, even when we've been good. Newcastle, I think 1 win in about 9 or 10. We haven't won at Old Trafford for over 10 years. And Everton, in the last few years, we have not beaten them. So whether it be under Tuchel, Lampard, whoever, so if we do get a bad result, I don't want people just to be going on at the manager and pining for Tuchel and others again, because our record up at Goodison Park isn't the best. And what we're seeing, we saw yesterday at Goodison, they are a different beast. And the other thing, what we're seeing with Everton as well, is because they have got this 10-point deduction, and they are like a team who's playing like with everything is us against the world mentality, and the shift that those guys put in yesterday, I don't think our guys will be able to match that. And that's the thing that we lack as well. We lack that bit between the teeth, that us against the world that we used to have with the likes of Jose Mourinho and people like that, where we were always playing with a point to prove. These kids that we got at the moment, they buckle at the first sign of pressure, and we haven't got that physicality to match the likes of Everton. The only positive is that Conor Gallagher will be back, and Conor Gallagher is somebody who likes to put himself about a bit. He's going to give us a bit of that bite that we were lacking the other day against Manchester United. So anyway, that goes on. It brings me on to my next point: physicality and presence in the midfield. And again, sorry, it looks like I'm always having a go at the fan base or certain sections of the fan base. But again, I'm blaming you for this. I remember going onto a space, a con space, I think, on Twitter, where there was over 1,000 Chelsea fans on there. And who popped in? A certain Todd Bowley came onto the space. And all these fans were going, "Oh, we want Enzo Fernandez, Enzo." They were screaming for Enzo Fernandez. And so I think Todd Bowley, wanting to prove himself as, one of us and listen to the fans, spent over the top for Enzo Fernandez. Am I saying that Enzo Fernandez is a bad player? No, I'm not. Is he a £100 million player? He's not. He's one-dimensional. For a £100 million player, I need somebody in my team who is gonna be good in every phase of the game. What he's good at, he's a decent passer of the ball, but even that has been a bit awry of late. Doesn't give us enough in the goals. Okay, he scored 2 goals the other day, but he needs to do more outputs in goals and assists. And physically, he's lacking. Defensively, he's lacking. He's not athletic enough. And a lot of our fan base didn't even know who he was until he had that World Cup. And you sign players on the back of good World Cups, and sometimes it doesn't work out. I think of the Karol Poborski years ago at Manchester United, Diego Forlan again at Manchester United. These guys, it doesn't always work out. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying that he's not going to come good, but what I'm saying is I don't think he is a £100 million player. And another thing what our fan base wants is style over substance. And I say this time and time again. If we were, people like the Everton midfielder, we were linked with Onana, and people said, don't want that guy, he's limited footballer, whatever. So what we are seeing now is we're getting these stylistically pleasing players who can't compete because they haven't got that physicality, that physical strength to be able to compete with these other teams. Mourinho always had these physical players, and throughout the years, Chelsea have been known for physical, strong players. And ironically, I think one of the players, a lot of people saying that the overhaul was just done too quickly, and I agree with that. And one of the players I think would have excelled under Pochettino would have been Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek would have added so much to this team. He could have been the Dembele that Pochettino had at Tottenham. You know, strong physical specimen, great at carrying the ball from back to front, and the only thing with him is injury problems, and you know, he was starting to show that he's a lot fitter now. He's played a lot of games for AC Milan, albeit in a slower league, but he's playing games and not breaking down. So I actually think that playing in his preferred position in the centre of midfield with the setup that we have now, he would have been good. Plus, he's been at the club for a while, so he's got that bit of experience. How old is he now? 26, Loftus? I can't remember. But he's somebody out of all the midfielders I think we could have done with him hanging around in the squad. I said at the time he's somebody I'd have liked to keep hold of, but you know, we just got rid of everything, the kitchen sink, the lot, which is now proving to be problematic. So Everton, I'm afraid, you know, Chelsea are a funny team, because when I don't expect them to win, sometimes they do come out with a win. So I'm hoping that is the case, but I can't see us getting a win. Everton, just as I said, they look galvanised, they look ready. Under Sean Dyche, they're always going to be difficult to beat. They're dogged, just the sort of team we just don't like playing against. If we don't go out there and be competitive against this side, we'll be eaten alive. There's no two ways about it. And to make things worse, our manager Pochettino was moaning about the fact that we had those 2 games, although we only play 1 game a week most of the time. And Manchester United played, I think they played the day before us, but they've been playing midweek games, and he was using that as an excuse. And the fact that we've got a lot of injuries doesn't get any better. I said, apart from Conor Gallagher coming back, our injury situation hasn't changed, because Ugochukwu is still out. There's going to be no sign of Lavia. There's going to be no Nkuku still. So we still going to have to play, apart from, as I said, putting Conor Gallagher in for whoever. Maybe, I don't know who's going to swap out for Conor Gallagher. Probably Mudryk, because Mudryk was just useless the other day. I can't see a lot of other changes being made to this team. I probably, if it was me picking, I'd probably give Broha a run out ahead of Jackson. Jackson didn't impress the other day at all. I'd even put Madueke in ahead of Sterling, because I think Sterling was disappointed as well. Me, so at least Madueke can take the game to the opposition. So those are the changes that I would make if I was the Chelsea manager. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are you confident going into Sunday's match, or are you, like me, a bit apprehensive and don't think that we're going to get anything out of the game? So stick your comments in the section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. So take care. Bye-bye.